At the foot of a towering mountain lived a small, smooth pebble. Day after day, the pebble would gaze upward at the magnificent peak that pierced the clouds, its snow-capped summit gleaming in the sunlight like a crown of diamonds. "Look at me," the pebble would whisper to itself. "I am nothing, just a tiny speck of stone among millions of others. The mountain is mighty and eternal, touching the very heavens. People travel from distant lands just to marvel at its grandeur. But who notices a pebble? Who cares about something so small and insignificant?" The mountain, ancient and wise, had watched civilizations rise and fall from its lofty perch. It had weathered countless storms, felt the footsteps of explorers, and provided shelter to countless creatures. The mountain knew of its importance and felt a gentle pride in its role as a landmark and protector. One spring morning, heavy rains began to fall. For days, the water cascaded down the mountain's slopes, gathering force and volume. The mountain watched with growing concern as a stream near the valley village swelled beyond its banks. The rushing water carved new channels, threatening to flood the homes and fields below. The villagers worked frantically, building barriers and digging trenches, but the water seemed unstoppable. It found every crack, every weakness, surging forward with relentless determination toward their community. As the floodwaters raced through a narrow channel, they encountered an unexpected obstacle: our small pebble. The rushing current pushed against it, but the pebble held firm, wedged perfectly in a critical gap between two rocks. "Move aside, little stone," the water seemed to roar. "You cannot stop the might of the flood." But the pebble remained steadfast. Though small, it was positioned exactly where it needed to be. The water, diverted by this tiny obstacle, was forced to slow and spread into harmless rivulets that soaked peacefully into the thirsty earth. The village was saved. From his great height, the mountain witnessed this miracle. As the sun broke through the clouds and the danger passed, he spoke to the pebble for the first time. "Little friend," the mountain's voice rumbled like distant thunder, "I have stood here for millions of years, and I have learned something important. I thought my greatness came from my size, my height, my ability to be seen from far away. But today, you have shown me that true importance isn't measured in magnitude." The pebble looked up, surprised to hear the mountain's voice. "But I'm so small, so ordinary." "We each have our purpose, little pebble. I may guide travelers and shelter them from storms, but you prevented a disaster with quiet courage and perfect positioning. You are not worthless. You are irreplaceable." Sometimes we are the mountain, standing tall and visible. Sometimes we are the pebble, small but perfectly placed. Both roles matter. Both have the power to save the day.